Exploring the ecology of coral reefs and marine conservation involves understanding the intricate relationships between coral reef ecosystems, marine biodiversity, and human activities, as well as the strategies and efforts aimed at protecting and preserving these valuable ecosystems. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you delve into this important field. Learn the basics of coral reef ecology. Start by gaining a foundational understanding of coral reef ecosystems, their structure, biodiversity, and ecological processes. Learn about the key components of coral reefs, including corals, algae, fish, invertebrates, and microorganisms, and how they interact to form complex and diverse habitats. Study coral biology and physiology. Dive into the biology and physiology of corals, which are the foundation species of coral reef ecosystems. Learn about coral anatomy, reproduction, growth, and symbiotic relationships with algae, zooxanthellae. Understand the environmental factors, e.g., temperature, light, nutrients, that influence coral health and resilience. Explore coral reef biodiversity. Investigate the biodiversity of coral reef ecosystems and the interconnectedness of species within these habitats. Learn about the richness and diversity of marine life found in coral reefs, including fish, invertebrates, mollusks, crustaceans, and marine plants. Understand the ecological roles and functions of different species and how they contribute to reef health and resilience. Understand threats to coral reefs. Explore the various threats facing coral reef ecosystems, including climate change, ocean acidification, coral bleaching, overfishing, habitat destruction, pollution, and invasive species. Learn about the impacts of these threats on coral reefs and the broader implications for marine biodiversity, ecosystem services, and human well-being. Study coral reef conservation strategies. Investigate conservation strategies and management approaches aimed at protecting and restoring coral reef ecosystems. Learn about marine protected areas, MPAs, coral reef reserves, and no-take zones established to safeguard critical habitats and species. Understand the importance of integrated coastal management, community-based conservation, and sustainable fisheries practices. Explore coral reef restoration techniques. Dive into coral reef restoration efforts aimed at enhancing coral resilience and promoting reef recovery. Learn about coral gardening, transplantation, and propagation techniques used to propagate corals in nurseries and restore degraded reef areas. Understand the challenges and limitations of coral restoration and the importance of long-term monitoring and adaptive management. Learn about marine protected areas, MPAs. Understand the role of marine protected areas, MPAs, in conserving coral reef ecosystems and marine biodiversity. Explore different types of MPAs, including marine reserves, marine sanctuaries, and marine parks, and their designations and regulations. Learn about the benefits of MPAs for biodiversity conservation, fisheries management, and ecotourism. Engage with coral reef monitoring and research. Participate in coral reef monitoring and research activities to contribute to our understanding of coral reef ecology and conservation. Learn about field techniques for assessing coral health, monitoring reef biodiversity, and tracking ecosystem changes over time. Explore research topics such as coral disease, resilience, and adaptation to environmental stressors. Stay informed about marine conservation issues. Keep up to date with the latest research, developments, and initiatives in the field of marine conservation and coral reef ecology. Follow scientific journals, publications, and news outlets that cover marine science, conservation biology, and environmental policy. Engage with conservation organizations, research institutes, and government agencies working on marine conservation issues. Take action and advocate for marine conservation. Consider taking action and advocating for marine conservation and coral reef protection in your community and beyond. Support initiatives that promote sustainable fishing practices, reduce pollution, and mitigate climate change impacts on coral reefs. Engage in public outreach, education campaigns, and policy advocacy to raise awareness and mobilize action on marine conservation issues. By following these steps and immersing yourself in the ecology of coral reefs and marine conservation, you can gain a deeper appreciation for these diverse and fragile ecosystems and contribute to efforts to protect and preserve them for future generations. Your exploration and engagement may help safeguard the biodiversity, ecological resilience, and cultural significance of coral reefs around the world.